According to biblical tradition, the Philistines once defeated the Israelites in battle and took the Ark of the Covenant as a war trophy. They believed they had achieved great honor and status by capturing it. Relying on the support of their own ancient deity, Dagon, to secure victory. The name Dagon appears frequently in the Old Testament and is generally described as a god of fertility, grain, and in some traditions, the sea. His temples were located in major Philistine sites such as Ashdod and Gaza. When the Philistines took the ark, they thought they were now in possession of something that would elevate their power and prestige, knowing how sacred it was to the Israelites. But they did not fully understand what it actually was. According to the narrative, while transporting it, the oxen stumbled and the ark nearly fell. A man named Uzzah reached out to steady it, but he immediately died, as if a powerful electric current had passed through his body. In Hebrew texts, it is said that the anger of God fell upon him because he touched the ark. They brought the ark into their own territory and kept it as a war trophy. Dagon watched as his worshippers celebrated their victory. The Philistines believed they had defeated Yahweh himself. They had stolen the Ark of the Covenant and paraded it through their street in triumph. Eventually, they placed it inside the temple of Dagon and treating it like a conquered relic. But the very next morning, when they entered the temple, Dagon had fallen. According to the accounts, their god Dagon had collapsed face down before the God of Israel, and this was only the beginning. Tumors and disease began to spread through Ashdod. Cancer reportedly broke out in Gath. Death flowed through Ekron. A sense of divine wrath was said to have taken hold. Dagon had bowed before the Ark of the Covenant, and now all the Philistia was said to fear its power. In the end, the ark was returned to Israel, along with offering and gifts. These are some of the more extraordinary accounts surrounding the Ark of the Covenant, and many believe that extensive excavation and searches have been conducted in an attempt to find it. There are stories claiming the Ark possessed such incredible power that some researchers and fringe theories have even compared it to an ancient nuclear reactor or a highly advanced capacitor far beyond its time. To start from the beginning, the Ark of the Covenant was said to be a sacred golden chest that contained the stone tablets of Moses. This ark, according to the traditions, had to be carried under very strict rituals. It was never to be touched directly, and it was believed to possess a supernatural force. The Ark of the Covenant was considered both extremely sacred and extremely dangerous. Only specific members of certain tribes were allowed to carry it, and even then never with direct contact. Only using special poles, instead through rings attached to the ark. It carried a kind of forbidden holiness. In biblical accounts, anyone who approached it improperly or treated it with disrespect was punished. We won't go into every detail here, because the material is extremely extensive. But to summarize, in the book of Exodus, the ark is described as being constructed under divine instruction, and it is said that the presence of God would manifest above it between two golden cherubim placed on its lid. In other words, the ark was not just a container, it was considered a symbol of God's presence among the Israelites. Later, in the book of Joshua, when the Israelites crossed the Jordan River, the priest carried the ark and the waters are said to part. In the story of the fall of Jericho as well, the ark is present during the rituals and battles, and the city walls collapse. These events turned the ark into a symbol of divine power and victory. The rule against touching the Ark is also clearly stated in the Book of Numbers. The clan of Kohath, who were responsible for carrying sacred objects, were explicitly warned they must not touch the holy objects, lest they die. This meant that even those assigned to carry the Ark were forbidden from touching it directly, which is why rings and poles were attached to it for transport. And now we arrive at the part we have been building toward from the beginning, the mysterious section of the story. For years, there have been secretive excavations in Jerusalem. While officially these activities are described as archaeological research, in unofficial circles, very different claims are made. According to these claims, Israel's underground excavations are actually focused on searching for the lost Ark of the Covenant, the sacred chest described in the Torah that held the stone tablets of the 10 Commandments given to Moses. According to tradition, this ark once rested inside the Temple of Solomon, the same temple in which, according to legend, the 72 demons were bound by King Solomon. But when the temple was destroyed, the ark disappeared. For centuries, it has remained one of the greatest mysteries in the world, with some believing it is still hidden somewhere deep beneath Jerusalem. We should know that it is still not confirmed whether the Ark of the Covenant has actually been found or not, because if something as valuable as that were ever discovered, they would never just say, "Hello everyone, we have found the Ark of the Covenant." Keep in mind, rulers never share all events with you. And that is the very essence of politics. But what does all this have to do with the Siloam inscription? Because this inscription is linked to one of Jerusalem's underground tunnels, some researchers believe it is not just an engineering record, but could also serve as confirmation of hidden underground passageways beneath the city. And even more controversial claims exist beyond this. Some researchers, referring to examinations that are said to have also been conducted on this stone during the reign of Sultan Abdul Hamid, present some intriguing conclusions. According to them, Israel's possession of this stone may be of critical importance. This is because, based on certain beliefs, when the reconstruction of the Temple of Solomon is complete, this inscription is supposed to be installed at the entrance gate. And if this stone is not placed at the entrance, the temple would not be considered complete or valid. A temple filled with secrets. If this claim is true, then you are essentially looking at one of the most important objects that the future of the Middle East might be tied to. Just imagine a country gaining access to such extraordinary and supposedly supernatural powers, although in reality we do not know. Perhaps some governments are already using such powers even today. Thanks for watching guys, remember to subscribe us and give a comment